What's going on, guys? It's your boy Neeks. I'm back with another transfer update from Manchester United. And I say update, I mean, what's actually happening? What is actually happening in this January transfer window? We're coming near the end. We're coming very, very near the end. There's 9 days left and we ain't signed anyone. There's been talk about Bruno Fernandes. There's talk about Edison Cavani, Boubakary Samore. There's all the names. All these names being touted out. Raul Jimenez, Declan Rice, James Maddison, Jack Grealish. There's a lot of names. But the reality is nothing has happened to date. I mentioned it in a previous video. And it looks like the reports that initially came out have been confirmed, this time by Sky Sports, that Manchester United are willing and want to sign the Birmingham City teenage sensation, 16-year-old teenage sensation, Jude Bellingham. I say teenage sensation. I choose those words carefully. These are not my words. I have never seen the guy play football. I'm not going to lie. I've never seen the guy play football. So I'm only going on what the reports are saying. What people who have seen him, Birmingham City fans, are saying. The fact that he's 16 years old and playing regularly in the Championship, for me that says a lot. Because this is big boy football. This is big man football, should I say. And you're 16 years old. Now, of course, we've had other 16-year-olds make it in the Premier League. The likes of Wayne Rooney, Jack Wilshere, Cesc Fabregas, Theo Walcott. He may have been 16 in the Championship, but obviously he made that move to Arsenal very, very swiftly. So it's not a new phenomenon, but now when we're hearing the prices being touted, you're going to step back. There's two things you're going to say. Like, that's a waste of money. Bad business for Man United. Or, I wonder how good he actually is. Is he worth 35 million? Maybe he is that good. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. If anyone knows more, feel free to comment in it. I don't know much about him. But what I do know is that, obviously, Solskjaer's spoken about signing players this January. It's been mentioned and reported that we want to sign two midfielders. Boubakary Samore was one that was touted. He stated that he has no intention of, he intends to see out the season with Lille. So any move would have to happen in the summer or later than that. I wasn't expecting this to be one of the two that we wanted. I thought it would be someone more experienced. He's a box-to-box midfielder. So it would definitely it's definitely a position we need, the type of player we need. But at 16 years old, if you're going to come in and expect him, I don't know what you expect him to do. I guess Pogba and McTominay are out, but you're hoping to get them back as soon as possible. Does he come in and slot straight in next to Fred or Matic? Or is it just a name, a number to help? Is he going to be ahead of, certain people in the team, such as, Jesse Lingard or Mata Andres Pereira? We're yet to see. We don't know. The transfer hasn't actually gone through. But we have offered 30 million for Jude Bellingham, in excess of even. Now, I'm sure Birmingham will want to keep him. They want to keep him at least for the season, so it might be a case of us signing him and loaning him back. They say there's a number of clubs across Europe actually after his signature, so I guess Birmingham can ramp up the price, the fact that he's English, and there's so much future ahead of him at 16 years old, they can ramp up that price. If we pay 30 million, we send him back on loan for half a season or a season and a half. That's a lot of money to spend to actually not get the player, but it could benefit in the long term. Now, I don't know how much money we've got in the kitty. I don't mind spending 30 million on a youngster if you think that this guy is talented in this way. Now, I'll give you an example. When we needed a striker, 2015, 2014 or 2015. I think it was when did Anthony Martial join? Was it 2015 he joined? Let me just double check that. Anthony Martial. He joined Manchester United in 2015, yeah. So we needed a striker at the time. And I think there was talk about some experienced strikers, and we spent a lot of money on Martial, who at the time, he was 20, not even 20, he was 19. And we spent about 36 million that could rise to about 56. And obviously there's questions like, oh, well, he's young, he's inexperienced, you need an experienced striker. Obviously Wayne Rooney was there at the time, etc., etc. And what I said was, I hadn't really seen him play much. I've seen him play against Arsenal for Monaco in the Champions League, I believe it was. And then, once I heard we were linked with him, I did some research. But what I said was, you know what? I don't know much about him. He's 19 years old. But the fact that we're willing to spend 36 million up front, that could rise to 50, 58, I believe it was, it means that this guy, as far as LVG was concerned and Man United were concerned, he was talented and good enough to go straight into the team. If we're spending 30 million on Jude, yes, you're planning for the future. But I kind of want to see him now. For that kind of money. I kind of want to see him now. Because that's a lot of money for a 16-year-old. I kind of want to say, well, if you're spending that, you must have something about you right now. You might not be the finished article, of course, you're 16 years old. You're playing the championship. But you must have something about you right now. And the way our squad's set up, we could do with something right about now. I don't know what other transfers we've got planned. The talk about Bruno Fernandes will continue and continue and continue. But when I saw this, when this came out, obviously we heard about it a few days ago, and then today it came out that we actually have bid in excess of 30 million. There was mixed reviews. It was probably more negative than positive that I saw. And I think no one's angry that we're spending 30 million on a 16-year-old. It's just about priorities. Is a 16-year-old central midfielder our priority right now? Pogba's out, McTominay's out, Rashford's out. We can't even get the Bruno Fernandes deal over the line. The talk about Edinson Cavani looks like it's dead because his father came out and said if he's going to move in January, Atletico Madrid, as long as they still want him, he's going to go because he's already made like a verbal agreement with them whether to join in January or the summer. So the ball is in Atletico's court. So we're taking so long to do deals for players and positions that we desperately need, that to make this big, splash out 30 million on what you're thinking is really the future, that's where the discontent lies. We want results. Yes, we want results in the future. We understand it's a building process. But there's players out there that can improve our squad and our team right now, and we can't even get those done. The future is one thing. But what about now? We are, as I film this, we're 6 points behind Chelsea with a game in hand. We could go behind. I'm hoping that by the time this video comes out, we are 3 points behind Chelsea after beating Burnley. Top four is there. We're in the Europa League. We're in the FA Cup. We could do with players who can make a big impact right now this season. So I ain't saying don't sign him. But if it's a case of, well, we only got a budget of 60 million. If we spend 30 on Jude, we can't get Bruno Fernandes. I'm going to have to pass on Jude. You might be talented. You might be the next best thing. But are you the now best thing? That's what we need. We need something right now. And I think this is where it comes from. The willingness to splash out so much on potential, but we're scrimping and scraping for talent that has been realised already. But, if this transfer does go through, and we do see him in Man United shirt this season or in the future, I wish him all the best, and I hope it does prove to be a successful signing. But outside of that, we still need a lot. We still need a lot. Let me know. 30 million for a 16-year-old is a lot of money. I don't care what country he's from, where he, what division he plays in. 30 million for a 16-year-old is a lot of money. Is it the English tax, so to speak, that is causing that price, or is he the next best thing in English football? For that kind of price, I hope it's the latter. Guys, let me know your thoughts on everything that I've discussed today. Hit the like and share button. I'll see you soon.